26-year-old Ethan was walking home along a country road when he noticed something strange near a fallen tree. At first, he thought it was a small piece of cloth, but when he looked closer, his heart stopped. It was a tiny baby American robin. The little bird had only just hatched. Its body was almost completely featherless. Its eyes were barely open, and it was trembling in the cold grass. There was no nest nearby. Ethan looked up into the trees. "Where is your mother?" he whispered. He waited. Nothing. The baby bird opened its tiny beak and made a weak sound. Ethan couldn't simply walk away. He carefully picked it up using a soft cloth and placed it inside his jacket to keep it warm. "I don't know if I can save you," he said softly, "but I'm going to try." He carried the little bird home. At home, Ethan prepared a small cardboard box and placed a clean towel inside it. He made a warm, quiet space for the baby bird. The tiny robin was exhausted. It couldn't even hold its head up properly. Ethan gave it a few drops of appropriate emergency bird formula using a tiny feeding tool, making sure not to force anything into its mouth. Then he warmed the little bird with a soft towel. For the next several days, Ethan checked on it constantly. Morning, afternoon, night. The baby bird slowly became stronger. Ethan named him Sonny. "Come on, Sonny," he would say. "You have to fight." But one evening, Sonny suddenly became very weak. He stopped moving. Ethan's heart sank. "No, please don't give up." He immediately contacted a wildlife rehabilitator for advice and followed their instructions. That night, Ethan stayed beside the little bird. For hours, he watched Sonny breathe. Then, just before sunrise, Sonny lifted his tiny head. Ethan smiled. "You're still here." Weeks passed. Tiny feathers began appearing on Sonny's body. His wings became stronger. Soon, he was jumping from one side of the box to the other. Then one morning, Sonny flew onto Ethan's shoulder. Ethan laughed. "You're getting too big for this place." Sonny chirped loudly. Ethan knew what that meant. It was time. He took Sonny outside to a safe area where wildlife professionals had advised him to release the bird. He opened the carrier. For a few seconds, Sonny didn't move. Then he stepped forward. He spread his wings and flew. Ethan watched as the little robin disappeared into the trees. He thought that was the end, but it wasn't. Several months later, Ethan was walking near the same forest when he heard a familiar sound. Chirp, chirp. He stopped. A robin landed on a nearby branch. Ethan looked up. The bird stared directly at him. There was something strangely familiar about it. Ethan smiled. "Sonny." The robin flew down to a fence post only a few feet away. Ethan couldn't believe it. The little bird he had once found helpless in the cold grass was now strong, healthy, and free. Sonny didn't need Ethan anymore, but for a few moments he stayed nearby. Then he spread his wings and flew back into the wild. Ethan watched him disappear. He smiled and whispered, "Sometimes, saving a life doesn't mean keeping it with you. Sometimes it means giving it to